the most destructive fire of the season, has destroyed at least 20 homes. Views in an exclusive Orange County neighborhood.
The coastal fire raced up a canyon, then jumped from home to home, leaving entire blocks in ruin. Sky 5 captured the devastation from the air. Multi-million-dollar homes destroyed. The fire skipping from roof to roof in the upscale Coronado Point neighborhood of Laguna Niguel, overlooking the coast.
And here is the latest at 10. Officials say at least 20 homes are destroyed, all from a fire covering only about 200 acres. Some mandatory evacuations are still in place, but thankfully no one seriously injured. We have live team coverage on the fire, the destruction, the winds that push those flames.
Let's begin above it all with Gil Levis aboard Sky 5. Gil.
Mike and Cher, now that the sun has gone down, we can see through all that smoke and see that devastation of those 20-plus homes that are burning at this hour still along Coronado Point. You can see it as I zoom out here. The fire department in those neighborhoods right now doing structure protection and trying to knock down the bulk of the flames of all those houses. But here's a wide look at that row of homes that are on fire right now. The biggest one is burning here. This is going to be on the northwest side of the street. But again, the fire started at 2:43 this afternoon. That's when the fire department got the call. It raged up that hillside and up onto the ridge line, burning those homes. Let me come out to a wider shot to show you the scope of the fire. This is where the fire started down in the canyon by that water treatment facility. You see now that there's some spot fires there that the fire department is trying to deal with as nightfall has come upon us. The helicopters, there is at least one helicopter down there doing night drops. But let me come to our special map system and show you what it looks like at this point. Let me come in with a satellite view of that neighborhood there, and that's what it looks like normally during the daylight without the fire, and then back to the night side shot of it again here overhead. The fire still burning here out of control, 20-plus homes, and the fire department still trying to do what they can to protect the other structures that have not burned in this area, as well as put the fire out. That's the latest overhead in Sky 5. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Gil, thank you. From the air to the ground, and John Fenolio live in the middle of all that destruction in Laguna Niguel. John.
Micah, good evening to you. This fire really exploded in size in a short amount of time, and at this hour, homes are still burning here in the Coronado Point neighborhood of Laguna Niguel, including some of those you see behind me. Firefighters say they're going to be here all night. The flames moved so fast, they even caught firefighters off guard. The blaze, dubbed the Coastal Fire, chewing through more than a dozen homes in an upscale subdivision of Laguna Niguel Tuesday evening.
I got it hit, and that was mainly because of the wind, and it was kind of tough to catch. The canyon behind these homes here is pretty steep.
What started as a small vegetation fire in Aliso Wood Canyon, just east of Laguna Beach, exploding in size within a few hours. The flames fueled by strong coastal winds that roared up hillsides and over fire breaks. Firefighters in the air and on the ground racing to save homes in the Coronado Point neighborhood as police ordered residents to evacuate. The firefight made more difficult by embers that landed on homes more than a quarter-mile from the full thrust of the blaze.
Some of these homes are pretty good sized, and there's some of the ember cast that came over into the homes, so there could be some fire that's skunking around. We are very appreciative that the wind did die down, so that's in our favor.
For now, favorable conditions, but a reminder that California's fire season is now year-round.
Today is not something we're used to seeing this time of year or even during these types of conditions. We continue to talk about a fire year, that the fuel moisture is so low that those fires are taking off and running on us. Unfortunately, I believe this is what we're going to be experiencing over the next several months or the next several years.
An evacuation center has been set up at the Crown Valley Community Center on Crown Valley Parkway. Anyone needing help evacuating animals should contact the Mission Viejo Animal Services. We will post that contact information on our website, KTLA.com. For now, reporting live in Laguna Niguel, John Fenolio, KTLA 5 News.
John, thank you. Residents helplessly watching as the fast-moving flames ripped through at least 24 homes, leveling them. These homeowners forced to pack up what they could and leave.
Many of them unsure if they will have a home to come back to. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade joins us live near Laguna Niguel with more from the victims of this raging fire. Mary Beth.
Hi, you guys. Yes, we're up here. We're just kind of above the Coronado Point gated community. And let me tell you, when we first got here tonight, we started doing a walk down through that area where just all those multi-million-dollar homes are burning. And we did count at least 20 homes that are burning at this hour. We didn't even make it all the way down there, though, because the wind down there is much stronger than it is up here just a few blocks away. And there was all this smoke and ash and all these hot embers that were just swirling through the neighborhood. House after house along Coronado Point going up in flames. Firefighters doing their best to try to preserve as many of them as possible.
It's crazy. You know, I'm just praying for the families who live here. I hope they evacuated, and I hope they're doing fine. I hope their houses stay intact.
The winds are still whipping hot embers all around this neighborhood, catching homes, cars, palm trees, and properties on fire.
This one's coming down. A bunch of other ones are coming down. I see garages coming apart, trees catching on fire. It's really unfortunate.
A lot of these people have been here for 20 or 30 years. Actually, the house that's burning now, they just completed a remodel.
Really?
As like several of these. But all the homes on this side of the street behind you here are $3.5, $4 million.
Wow.
The one at the other end of the street, they showed it burning earlier. It was a $10 million home a year ago.
We bumped into this man whose home is right in the thick of things. He's not sure tonight if he still has a home to return to.
I know a lot of people here that lost their homes.
Oh, and how about your house? How's your house?
No idea. It's down there.
Oh, no. So you don't know right now if you have a home?
Not really sure on that one.
Fortunately, his family, who was home when the fire started, moving dangerously close, got out in the nick of time.
Everything can be rebuilt, so it's not the end of the world. The family's out of the house, I know that much. But the house itself and the possessions in it are just material you buy them any day.
Others just a few blocks over say they evacuated earlier when Orange County sheriffs went through, telling people to leave and leave now.
We started, packing some things up because it was getting pretty close. And then deputy knocked on the door and said, well, you guys better get going. I said, yeah, we're getting ready.
However, he's since returned, and because he still has a home, plans to stay in there with one eye open.
We snuck back in, and I'll keep our eye out all night, but we're planning just to stay here now.
And once again, we're just up here above that Coronado Point gated community. There's going to be firefighters down there throughout the evening extinguishing those flames. We just wanted to pan down there into the valley below. And you can see that firefighters still have some flames down there that they're going to need to deal with. Meantime, you still have hundreds of residents that will remain evacuated throughout the night. For now, reporting live here in Laguna Niguel, Mary Beth McDade. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.